I am going to be very upfront and brutally honest in this video, and I am going to clear the air so everybody knows we are in the clear because I want them to be crystal clear. And I'm going to say clear a lot in this video so you understand and get it. JD from NY does what he does. Joe Cronin does what he does. I do what I do. We have our own philosophies. We have our own tendencies. We have our own theories. We have our own opinions. We think differently. We act differently. But the thing is, there's a lot of different opinions. There's a lot of reactions. There's a lot of lingering doubts. There's a lot of questions and animosity. Is this an angle? Is this some kind of work? Is this a job? Is this inner workings? What is going on? Do we hate each other? Do we like each other? Are we trying to throw people off? Listen, yeah, sure, me and Joe and JD have had our drama and our problems and our issues. I started it, most of it, and some of it was on their end. Some of it may have been on his end. And I'm not trying to throw anyone under the bus, but the bottom line is there is no conflict. There is no controversy. JD dropped my name today. He didn't say anything bad. He didn't say anything horrible. He didn't bash me. He didn't trash me. He said everything is fine. Hey, he's doing great with off the script. Hey, and you know what? Congratulations to JD for 70,000 subscribers. And there's a general consensus and there's a general feeling that he's going to pass me in subscribers. And you know what? That's fine. Because you know what? That's great. That's awesome. That's incredible. Because that's just going to push me to want to do better. That's going to want to push me to improve. And I've went away from drama. I have improved this channel to great lengths. I've worked around the clock. JD has helped me out a lot. You know, what a lot of people don't know is JD has helped me out a lot in text messages and emails. He has, sent out, feelers to me and try to, make me understand what's going on here on YouTube. But YouTube is still broke. I mean, make no mistake about it. No mistake. I mean, he can help me all he wants, and I appreciate it. But YouTube is broken. But once again, as it concerns people want to start conflict and drama and come up with their own theories, it's not going to work. Like I said, me and JD, we're not the closest and we're not the best of friends. We're not exchanging Christmas cards this year or any year. And we may have different feelings on the wrestling business and where it's going and where it's heading. But at the end of the day, we are all in it for WWE. We are all in it to hopefully one day have something to do with the business. Well, he already does have something to do with the business. Congratulations. But making YouTube our full-time job, getting great content out there, our true emotion, our true passion. And once again, I'm being brutally honest. And, people are going to say, well, Sean, you're jealous because JD gets more views, he gets more comments, he's got more Twitter followers, he's got more this, he's got more that. Well, that's great. That's fine for him. Right now it's a work in progress. It's a development process. It's a change of times. You got to adapt, you got to evolve, and like I said, it doesn't make it that much easier with YouTube being broken because a lot of people are feeling the effects of this. So at the end of the day, I just wanted to come on here and say me and JD, I think, are good. We text back and forth here and there. Sure, we've had our blow-ups, and, I've shouted out at him, and, it is what it is. I mean, we have our moments, we have our times. Nobody is perfect. It's the holidays, it's Christmas Eve. We got a new year coming up. I don't want all this drama. I've went away from drama. I've went away from conflict because I received a lot of messages and a lot of comments and JD mentioned you today, Sean. He mentioned you a couple of times and said how, there's no beef, there's no heat, there's no hatred, but we all think that this is a work. We all think that this is all part of a scheme. It's all part of a scam, a sham. No, it's none of those things. I'm not replacing JD. Me and Joe Cronin are doing our own thing. JD and him are doing his own thing. I've called into the show during Out of Nowhere. I have called into their show. Once again, viewers and subscribers, we may not all see eye to eye. We may not all agree. We can agree to disagree, but we don't hate each other. We don't want to kill each other. We don't want to maim each other. We don't want to see our channels die. We don't want to see each other be flagged off YouTube. We don't want our Twitter accounts being taken down. We don't want to be tracked or traced. We don't want to get in trouble. We don't want to be a big disgrace. And once again, this is from the bottom of my heart. I truly do I truly do appreciate the fact that, my viewers and subscribers have reached out to me about, JD and, his success and, how he's growing and how he's expanding. And, he's literally come from out of nowhere and to do what he's done. And he's he's battling his own problems, which I'm not going to get into. I mean, he's doing his thing. He's making waves. And I said this. Listen. Here's the philosophy here. Here's my theory. Here's my thing. If he does pass me in subscribers, once again, it will force me to work that much harder. There's that competitive feeling there for me. I know for him, obviously, he feels he will get 100,000, and that's what we all want to get. Listen, if I am stuck at just 92,000 subscribers for the rest of my life, well, then so be it. But I said this, and I'll say this since day one. If you have more, less, or the same amount of subscribers than me, whomever you are out there, I will tell you this. I will remain on this site, and I will remain giving updates and insight and analysis, and I will remain working around the clock, putting more time into this than anything in my entire life, as long as I have one subscriber and one supporter. And I know there's going to be a lot of JD fans that come over here and say, haha, JD passed you, he surpassed you, they're going to smash in my face. Even JD himself may proclaim him as the undisputed number one source in WWE news. He already says that. And that's fine, because if you don't believe you're number one, if you don't believe you have what it takes, if you don't believe you have that it factor, okay? If you don't believe that you want to achieve different things, oh, well, and then, of course, there's this whole theory about YouTube's not a real job. YouTube's not a real job. Listen, any company can go out of business. Anytime you could be fired. Anytime something could be ruffled. Any job. You could work any job, and then out of nowhere you could be said, well, your services are no longer provided. Well, we're closing down. You're getting a big pay cut, or you get a big pay raise. YouTube is a real job. Look it up. But as it concerns me and JD, there is no problem. There is no animosity. Sure, we've had problems and drama and conflict in the past. We've went over that. We're mature adults. We're not in this to, like I said, kill each other. We're not in this to bait each other. We're not in this to conquer each other. At one point someone's going to get more subscribers than the other. But this isn't about subscribers. This isn't about viewers. This is about clearing the air. There is no trouble. There is no fear. There is no problems. There's just none of that. And that's it. You're hearing it now from Joe Cronin. You heard it from JD, who is a reliable source, which everyone, takes, pretty much at face value. And then you have me, who has done a lot of drama and storylines, but I've tried away from that. I've went away from that. I've tried to be more credible. I've tried to be more reliable. I've tried to gain a fan base. I've tried to not be a disgrace. I've tried to be the face that books the place. And JD, he has a job and YouTube. He wants to make YouTube his full-time job. He hopes he can just make this a career, and I think he's heading that way. And you know what? Once again, more power to him if he surpasses me. And once again, it's not about jealousy. It's not about animosity. Because, once again, as long as I have one subscriber and one viewer, I will continue to be here, because if it weren't for you, I would have not got this far. And you know what? From me being one of the small IWC, YWC, characters or persons or personalities, or a guy that just had an opinion, and listen, I'll tell you what, if JD passes me, that's fine and great, and all more power to him. But I'll tell you what right now, never in my life, never in my wildest dreams, and I know everyone's going to have all their philosophies, and they're going to have all their difference of opinions, and they're going to have all their proof and evidence and facts that I've bought 90-something thousand subscribers. And if you want to think that, you can think that. But as far as I'm concerned, there are glitches in YouTube. There are problems with YouTube. YouTube is broken. But at the end of the day, I never thought I'd even get to 50,000, 60,000. Hell, if I even was at 40,000, I'd be happy. I'd be proud. I appreciate each and every one of my subscribers. But right now, I just want to let it out there that there is no hate. There is no thrilling or killing or chilling. It's all good. We are good. I am going to continue to do shows with Joe Cronin. JD will continue to do Out of Nowhere with Joe Cronin. I might even call into the show. We're just, expanding. You got to go with the flow, and that's what's going on. So I just wanted to express my feelings on, JD from New York and off the script. And, he's got a great show. He's admitted he watches my content. I watch his content. So, that must show you something. That must tell you something. We still watch each other's content. We may not watch on a more consistent basis. We may not watch as much as we used to, but we still do indeed watch each other. So that tells you exactly what's going on. And I do have his contact. And I am not going to give out his personal phone number. and he's not going to give out mine because we have that respect, okay? There's a line that you draw, and we're not going to go over that line. And we're not going to talk about our personal problems because he's got his own problems and demons. I got my own problems and demons. I got my own things going on. So this needs to be said because as soon as JD put that video up today, you know, everyone was trying to spin it. It was like a witch hunt. People were trying to make it out like, oh, he's against me and he's, you know, trying to, you know, put me under the bus. No, none of that. He did none of those things. I thought he was very professional. I think he was very respectable. I think he was very responsible, professional, and acted like a man, a human being. So once again, have no fear. We're in the clear. And you know what? If you get us three together, if you get JD, Joe Cronin, and SeanzView all on the same page at the same time, I will tell you this. The entire YouTube has been put on notice. And I'll tell you what right now, we will be the main focus. And then at that point, I don't care who you are or what you are, if you put the three of us on the same time at the same scene, there is no in between. Because you ain't going to knock us off. You ain't going to kill us off. And it'll be like a renegade machine. You know the renegade in WCW that was, you know, really great. Wasn't it marvelous? No. This will be marvelous, okay? Because that's the dream team. That's what you want. I know JD and Joe Cronin are closer, and I know they've met up a lot more times, and I know they've had a lot more talks and conversations. But if you got us three on the same page at the same time and we were reading out of the same book, nobody would match up. Nobody would match up. I can assure you that right now. And I want to thank Joe Cronin. I want to thank JD. They've done a lot of help. They've supported me a lot. You know, they've, you know, taught me a lot. They've, allowed me to see the error of my ways. And although I still have to make some improvements and adjustments, I do agree. I read the emails. I read their text messages. I read their messages. And that's pretty much it. So me, JD, Joe Cronin, it's not a work. It's not a storyline. It's none of those things. I don't want to associate myself with any of that crap, all that conflict anymore. And I just want to have fun on here. And I want to continue and do my news, rumors. I'm doing now top 5s and top 10s. This video went a little bit too long. I didn't think it was going to go this long. But I had to get it out there. I had to be the third guy to say, have no fear. We're all here. We're all on the same page. We may not all agree, but at least there is no animosity. Subscribe. And of course, once again, congratulations to JD on 70,000. And congratulations to his viewers and subscribers and followers. He has a hell of a following. He's got a great merchandise line. He's got, you know, backing. You know, I wish I had that support. I'll admit, maybe there is a shred, just a little shred of jealousy there. Because, you know, he's got it made. I mean, he's really got it made. And you know, if I could have half the viewers he did, I'd be in good shape. But once again, there is that little, and I've said this to him. I've said this to him in a text where there is that competitive state. And he said, man, I'm not here to compete with you. I'm just here to do my own thing. But once again, you know, he's earned what he's earned. I've earned what I've earned. Joe Cronin has earned what he has earned. And we're all trying to thrive and survive. And that's what it's all about. And in a life where it's very effed up, you know, and in a very unsecure YouTube future, and with this site being like it is and how it is, and all the mistakes and updates and mishaps and miscalculations, and it's been horrible. But me and JD, nothing between us are horrible. So all the subscribers and viewers, stay calm, stay cool, stay collected. Some of you JD subscribers and viewers, you may have not heard of me, and you may not have heard of me, and I may not have heard of you. But you know what? Who knows? I mean, the fact that JD brought my name up today, I think gained me like 5 or 6 subscribers. So that was cool. So I think that was on him, and he probably didn't even mean to do that. But it is what it is. Your comments, your opinions. I had to get this video out there. I'm sorry, JD. I apologize. No, you know, I'm not saying nothing mean. I hope you didn't take this the wrong way. I hope you watch this video, and I hope you just find it that there is no other way, that everything's cool, calm, and collected. See you once again, viewers and subscribers, as I work around the clock on all news, rumors, and headlines in WWE as they come out, when they come out, the way it was meant to be, the way it was supposed to be, and the way it will continue to be. Thank you very much. Oh, and please share this video on Twitter and Facebook if you may. Subscribe any other way. Thank you. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.